What's going on, guys? Welcome back to this new episode of Restorations with Vic. What I'm going to be showing you guys how to restore today are these Air Jordan Steel 10s from 2013. These shoes are super cooked. We're going to go in using Reshoevn8r products and give this shoe a good proper deep clean inside and out, and also disinfect it. We're going to go in as well and remove the creasing all over the midsoles, remove the creasing off the toe boxes, and go in with some sandpaper and remove all these deep scratches all over the toe box and around the shoe so we can repaint it. We got some work, guys, so let's get started. Today we'll be working on the right shoe. For this cleaning, we're going to be using Reshoevn8r's 3-brush advanced colorway system, as well as a detergent that you can find at reshoevn8r.com to get this cleaning done perfectly. The first things first, we got to remove our shoelaces and insoles. Next step we're going to do is pop in our adjustable Reshoevn8r shoe tree to size. Alright, we have our shoe tree in. Two reasons why we use the shoe tree. One, it helps us remove the creasing off the toe box, and two, it helps us apply pressure on the toe box during the cleaning process. Now we're going to grab our bowl of water and squirt 2 squirts of our Reshoevn8r solution into our bowl. All good to go on that. We're fully prepped. Now let's get started with this cleaning. The first brush we're going to be using is our soft bristle brush. We'll use this brush to attack the uppers, and then we'll move on to hitting these dirty sock liners. So what I'm gonna do right now is hit the entire upper in a circular motion so I can start breaking down the dirt. Then we'll move on to hitting the sock liners. Once the sock liners are all done, we'll jump back to a medium bristle brush to fully get the stains out the uppers. Alright, so we have the uppers fully soaked up. We're gonna let the suds sit on the uppers for a while so it can start breaking down the dirt. Now let's move on to the tongues and the insides of the shoe. Uppers look great, guys. I hit the midsoles, white leather, insides. That's good to go. Now let's wrap up this cleaning and move on to our last brush, which is our stiff bristle brush. These soles are super dirty, so we're going to go in and really scrub the heck out of them. Alright, I think that's all the scrubbing I could do on this shoe. Uppers and soles are good to go. Before I put it in the washing machine, we're gonna have to pre-treat our laces and our insole. We'll start with the insole. For the insole, we'll be using our soft bristle brush. We're gonna go over it, grab our shoelace, dunk it in the leftover solution, and then put it in the washing machine. Good to go. Now let's grab our Reshoevn8r sneaker laundry bag. Let's put this inside. Knock it up. Grab this, and let's put them in the washer. All right, YouTube, it's time to put our shoe inside the washing machine. Let's go ahead and pop it open, put it inside. Grab our Reshoevn8r sneaker laundry detergent and pour 1 full ounce. Every time you're using the washing machine on a pair of shoes, cold water and a regular cycle. Alright guys, we are back. Shoes are fully dried and clean. The shoe is still pretty beat up. The washing machine did not get rid of the scratches and scuffs all around, did not get rid of the yellowing, but it did get rid of all the grime and dirt that was all around the uppers of the shoe. Same thing with the insides. There was a slight stench going on. Luckily, the washing machine got that out with no problems thanks to our 3-brush advanced laundry system. Now let's move on with this restoration to removing the yellowing off the soles. We'll be using Salon Care 40 and some saran wrap to do so. We don't have my indoor setup here at Quinn's house, so we'll be using the power of the Arizona sun. We are back. We got the little yellowing that was in the gray rubber completely out the sole. Now we can move forward with this restoration. What we're gonna do next is do some prep work on the leather. On the toe box specifically, we have some really deep scratches that we gotta smooth out first. We'll be using some 400 grit sandpaper to do so. Good to go on the sanding. The toe box and the rest of the leather is as smooth as it's gonna get. Now we gotta finish up the prep work by using some acetone and cotton balls and hit up the rest of the leather and midsoles before we can paint it. We're also gonna go ahead and prep this little separation that's on both sides of the midsole and the toe cap. The separation is very minor, but we still gotta prep it before we can apply some glue. Prep work's good to go, guys. The sanding alone took me a good hour to do. I did all the prep work using acetone and cotton balls, got the separation good to go. Before I could do any re-gluing or repainting, I gotta do one more thing, which is removing the creasing all over the midsole using our heat gun. We got the creasing out of the midsoles, super easy to use with the heat gun. When you're doing that step, be very careful. Keep the heat gun moving around. Otherwise, if you keep it in one spot, you're gonna cause separation and it's really hard to fix. So moving on with this restoration, let's do some glue work. Before I can do that, we gotta do some taping. Prep work's good to go, shoe is taped up, now let's lay down our glue. We'll be using Barge Infinity Cement glue and we're gonna lay it in using some cotton swabs. What we're gonna do is lay down a nice thin even coat on the midsole and the upper, let it cure for about 7 minutes and then we'll clamp it together on all 3 parts. Seven minutes are up, let's go ahead and clamp it. We got the separation completely fixed on both sides of the midsole and toe cap. We're good to go on that. Now let's move on to some more tape work. Once the shoe is fully taped up, we're gonna lay down our white paint through the airbrush. Good to go, guys. Shoe is fully taped up. Now on to the fun stuff. We're gonna be using Jacquard opaque white paint through my Iwata airbrush to lay down the paint. White paint's laid down, guys, came out really nice and even all around. The toe box especially, it was super rough in the beginning of this video. We got it super smooth thanks to the prep work and nice thin even coats through the airbrush. So what we gotta do next is protect this paint job by going outside and spraying it with some Krylon matte finish. All right, YouTube, that is gonna bring us to an end on this day and night full restoration on these 2013 Air Jordan Steel 10s. This shoe cleaned up super nicely. The very first thing I did was use our Reshoevn8r 3-brush advanced colorway system. We used all 3 brushes, our stiff bristle brush, our soft and medium to get this clean done right. We also used our detergent and our Seco laundry bag to put them in the washing machine to get it fully cleaned up inside and out and fully disinfected. The cleaning turned out perfect on these. Once that was all done, we removed the yellowing off the soles. Very easy to do with our Arizona sunlight. Once we got the yellowing out, we did a lot of prep work on the leather. The leather was really toasted. We had some really deep scratches and scuffs in the toe box area specifically. With a lot of patience and sandpaper, we were able to smooth it out perfectly. We went in, repainted the entire leather white, did some re-gluing on the toe cap and sides, and it came out nicely. I also went ahead and removed the creasing off the midsoles using a heat gun. And then for the toe boxes, I used our shoe trees to get it looking perfect. Overall, this restoration came out flawless. You can find all our Reshoevn8r products you see right here at Reshoevn8r.com. Use my promo code in the description below. Also guys, we're almost at 1 million subscribers. Help us get there by subscribing to our page. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Vick Almighty. I'll see you guys next Monday.